You spent 4, 8, 12, maybe 20 years overriding your body's energy signals. Tired? Push through it. Drained? Doesn't matter. Mission first. Completely depleted? Sleep when you're dead. That training kept you alive, and it's destroying your civilian career. Last week, we completed your purpose profile, what you're called to contribute, the legacy you want to leave, and the activities that put you in flow. This week, we go deeper. We're building the third dimension of your career intelligence, what sustains you versus depletes you. Because here's the truth no career coach tells you: finding meaningful work isn't enough. If your meaningful work drains you every single day, you'll burn out within 2 years, and you'll blame yourself instead of blaming the mismatch. 4 questions today. By the end, you'll know exactly what activities you need to talk about, what pressure conditions bring out your best, what fills your time when nobody's watching, and what kind of team environment that you thrive in. Go grab your journal and let's go. Look, last video, you rated 7 core activities on an energy scale. You identified which activities charge your battery versus drain it. Today, we go beyond the ratings into the behavioral evidence, because what you do when nobody's telling you what to do is the purest intelligence about your energy alignment. In the military, energy management was irrelevant. You did what was required regardless of how it made you feel. That's discipline, and it served you well. But in civilian career design, energy management is strategy. Here's why. Research on high performers consistently shows the same pattern. The people who sustain excellence over decades, not months, decades, aren't the ones who work hardest. They're the ones whose work aligns with their natural energy patterns. They've designed their careers so that 60 to 80% of their daily activities are energy deposits, not withdrawals. Today's questions reveal 3 things that your energy ratings alone can't capture. First, passion signals, what you talk about without being asked. Second, pressure profiles, which kinds of stress fuel you versus crush you. And third, natural gravitation, what you choose to do in your free time, which reveals energy patterns stripped of obligation. Think of this session as tuning into a frequency you've been jamming for years. The signal's been there all along. You just needed to override it long enough to hear it. So let's listen. Question 1. What activities do you find yourself wanting to talk about enthusiastically with others? Here's what I mean. Think about the last time you were at a barbecue or a family dinner and you started talking about something, and your spouse had to pull you away because you just wouldn't stop. The thing that makes your eyes light up, the topic where you become a fire hydrant of information nobody asked for. Pause the video. Write down every activity, topic, or type of work you can't shut up about. No filter, even if it seems unrelated to career. Strategic purpose. What you talk about voluntarily reveals what energizes you at the deepest level. You don't enthusiastically talk about things that drain you. You talk about things that light you up. This is passion data, stripped of resume speak and interview performance. Enthusiasm equals your energy signal. You never enthuse about drains. Here are some real veteran examples and what they reveal. Example 1. I can't stop talking about leadership. What makes good leaders, bad leaders, how to develop people. I'll corner anyone who listens. The energy signal, leadership development, is this person's fuel. They don't just want to lead, they want to study, teach, and improve leadership. Potential career paths might look like training and development, executive coaching, organizational development, leadership curriculum design, or management consulting. Example 2. Whenever someone mentions a broken process, I light up. I start sketching solutions on napkins. My wife calls it ops brain. The energy signal, systems optimization, is fuel. They see inefficiency the way a mechanic hears a bad engine. It physically bothers them, and fixing it feels like relief. Some potential career paths might look like operations management, process engineering, Lean Six Sigma, IT systems design, or supply chain optimization. Example 3. I talk about people's potential more than anything. When I see someone who doesn't know how good they could be, I can't help myself. The energy signal is human potential is fuel. This person sees untapped capability the way a sculptor sees uncarved marble. Some potential career paths might look like career coaching, counseling, social work, talent development, mentoring program leadership, teaching. What's your pattern? What does your enthusiasm reveal about your energy source? Question 2. What types of pressure bring out your best performance versus what diminishes you? Pause the video. Best pressure versus worst pressure. The strategic purpose? Not all pressure is created equally. Military taught you to handle any pressure, but civilian career sustainability requires knowing which types of pressure you actually thrive under versus which types slowly erode you. Here are two types: thriving pressure versus eroding pressure. Here's what we see consistently across nearly 800 veteran responses. The pressure types that energize veterans tend to be high stakes, time sensitive problems with clear objectives. The pressure types that erode veterans tend to be ambiguous political situations, slow bureaucratic decision making, and accountability without authority. But your profile might be different. Some veterans thrive on ambiguity. They love being dropped into chaos with no playbook. Others need clear parameters. Some love competitive pressure, while others are energized by collaborative pressure, the team counting on them. Look at your answer. Which quadrant do you fall into? High stakes with clear objectives? You need roles with defined missions and consequential outcomes. Emergency management, project based consultant, deadline driven industries, high stakes with ambiguity. You're a startup person, a turnaround specialist, a crisis manager. You need environments where the playbook doesn't exist yet. Low stakes with clear objectives. Your value stability and predictability. Government roles, established corporations with strong processes, compliance heavy industries, low stakes with ambiguity. You're a researcher, an explorer, a creative. You need freedom to investigate without pressure of immediate outcomes. Go circle your quadrant. This is a non negotiable filter for every job opportunity from now on. Question 3. What hobbies or activities do you do in your free time that make you lose track of time? Check all that apply. I'm going to name off a bunch, but feel free to pencil in others if I leave something out. Here's the checkbox list: outdoor activities, fitness, athletics, creative pursuits, building, making things, gaming, reading and learning, cooking, technology, coding, faith based activities, volunteering, team sports, individual sports, automotive, hunting, shooting sports. Pause the video. Check every single one that applies. And here's the key: don't just check them, star the ones where you genuinely lose track of time. For me, it's when I'm out in the deer stand, in the woods. The strategic purpose of this is your hobbies are career intelligence in disguise. What you choose to do when nobody's paying you, nobody's grading you, and nobody's watching you reveals your natural energy gravitation. The activities your brain is magnetically drawn toward. Here's how to read the patterns. Heavy on outdoor activities, fitness and building things. You need physical, tangible work. You'll wither behind a desk all day. Look at construction management, the fitness industry, trades, field based roles, outdoor education. Heavy on reading and learning, maybe technology. You need intellectual stimulation. Routine work will bore you into misery. Look at research, analytics, technology, consulting, or education. Heavy on team sports, volunteering, and faith based activities. You need community and service. Isolated individual contributor work will drain you. Look at nonprofit leadership, coaching, ministry, community development, team based roles, heavy on creative pursuits, and individual sports. You need autonomy and self expression. Highly structured corporate environments will suffocate you. Look at entrepreneurship, creative industries, freelance work, consulting, or design. What's your gravity pattern? What energy theme runs through your start activities? Last question. Think about the teammates or colleagues you've most enjoyed working with. What qualities did they have? Pause the video. Describe your best teammates. The strategic purpose of this is the people who energize you reveal the culture that you need. Because your energy isn't just affected by what you do, it's massively affected by who you do it with. Common veteran response cluster into 4 teammate archetypes. They were mission focused and didn't need to be micromanaged. You need autonomous accountability. The culture fit might be high trust, results oriented organizations with minimal bureaucracy. They had each other's backs no matter what. You need loyalty and reliability in your team. Culture fit, tight knit teams with strong interpersonal bonds. Small companies, dedicated units, startup environments. They were always learning and pushing to get better. You need growth oriented people around you. The culture fit, innovation driven companies, learning organizations, professional development cultures. They could laugh even in tough situations. You need resilient humor and psychological safety culture. Culture fit might look like organizations with strong team culture, mission driven, but not self serious. Your answers tell you what kind of people you need around you to sustain your energy long term. This isn't a nice to have, it's a non negotiable. The wrong team culture will drain you faster than the wrong job function. 4 answers, 1 energy profile. Let's pull together. So, from question 1, you know your passion signals, what you naturally evangelize about. From question 2, you know your pressure profile, what kinds of stress fuel you versus erode you. From question 3, you know your natural gravitation, what you choose without obligation. From question 4, you know your team energy map, what kind of people sustain your performance. Now combine these with your week 2 energy ratings. Where do the patterns overlap? If you rated teaching a 5 in video 6 and your passion signal is talking about leadership development and your free time includes volunteering as a mentor, that's a triple confirmation that activity doesn't just energize you occasionally, it's core to your operating system. Your assignment before the next video: 1. Make sure you download the energy pattern tracker from the description. This week, track your energy daily. After each major activity, rate it 1 to 5. By video 9, you'll have real world data confirming or challenging today's assessment. 2. Identify your energy non negotiables. The top 3 activities or conditions your career must include for sustainability. 3. Post your energy non negotiables in the comments. Let this community hold you accountable to design a career that sustains you, not one that depletes you. Look, the military trains you to be a machine that runs on duty regardless of fuel. That's heroic. It's also unsustainable in a 40-year civilian career. Your energy patterns aren't weaknesses, they're intelligence. And designing your career around them isn't selfishness, it's a strategy. Next video, we go to the core, your values. Not the ones the military gave you, the ones that are yours. The ones you defend even when it costs you. Because your values are the filter that separates good opportunities from right opportunities. Now go share this with a veteran who keeps burning out and blaming themselves instead of the mismatch. Shepherd 1 out.
When you're ready, this is the next video. Leadership made you a warrior.